I hate it when I have a late start to my morning because that's pretty much what happened today. I could not get out of bed this morning like at all. Man, I don't even feel sick either. Just like, ugh, I feel so lazy today. I guess we really are in the midst of, the summer season because literally everyone around me is just starting to feel like lazy and doesn't want to do anything. Which, yeah, I can totally see. But man, I got a late start today. I still have to pack up stuff for going to Cuca Lake. I got a busy morning ahead of me. But it should be a nice one. But for that, I'm just gonna say my low. I got a late start today. My high is I did get to see my family for a little bit. There was a new episode of Hot Ones, which I'm gonna be talking about today. And I know what my act of kindness is. My act of kindness is I cleaned up my folks' place a little bit. Because here's the thing. Originally, it was a really busy evening. Because actually, let me give you a good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, I'm getting some readers today. That's what I'm looking forward to. Anyway, so my mom had to get her tires changed because the treads weren't working anymore. For those of you who don't know, a tire actually requires treads for friction on the road, but after a while they smooth out, so you have to get new ones. So my father had to take her over to the car place where she gets her car done. I believe it's a Williams Toyota because she drives a Highlander. And figure as long as they're out there, how about just meet them for dinner? So for dinner last night, we had Five Guys. It was really, really good. I mean, I've done my video on Five Guys before, but for those of you who don't know, my usual is I just simply get a bacon cheeseburger all the way. That's for those of you who don't know, all the way at Five Guys is ketchup, mustard, mayo, pickles, tomato, lettuce, grilled onions, and grilled mushrooms. So, yeah. I know that part. I know that by heart. There's lots of other toppings you can do too, but some Five Guys, seriously, it's possible at some Five Guys locations to get every single possible topping you can have on a burger. But I don't know, I'm worried the Five Guys I go to is kind of finicky about that. A part of me doesn't even think they're even aware of the secret menu. Like the grilled cheese or the patty melt, those grilled menu items. But right now I'm getting ahead of myself. But one thing I actually did do this time that was really good is, for those of you who don't know, Five Guys has milkshakes. And this is back in I think it was in the mid 2010s when Five Guys first started making milkshakes. But when Five Guys first made milkshakes, it was the biggest thing since sliced bread. The term internet breaking is kind of tossed around a lot even then, but it was warranted here because one topping you can have in your milkshake or mix in for your milkshake was legit bacon bits. And people quickly figured out that the best milkshake there is a salted caramel milkshake with bacon bits, and that's what I got. My folks both got chocolate shakes. They aren't the free spirits that I am. That's funny. My parents are not the free... I would make that to the title of today's video, but I have a Hot Ones episode to talk about. So, let's get into it. Millie Bobby Brown, she was on Hot Ones yesterday. For those of you who don't know, she is, a star on the hit Netflix show Stranger Things, as well as the star of Enola Holmes and the sequel coming out, which is Enola Holmes 2. And it was really interesting to see. Well, I should probably tell you right now, she did great up until the bomb. And then she literally, according to her, after she had the bomb, like she couldn't feel her face or something. Which, yeah, that's the bomb for you. That's definitely exactly what wound up happening. Let's see what else. But in terms of some of the questions they talked about, they actually went back to a Rob Lowe's episode where we talked about how one of the hardest things to do while filming is actually eating on camera. And Millie Bobby Brown explained it as, you know, you're on a set for sometimes up to like 12 hours a day doing one scene, and that one scene could involve like eating food of some kind. And it's possible that, you know, you could be, you know, eating for hours and hours and hours, and, you know, it's going to make you feel sick. It's not good for you. Like, sometimes they have, like, buckets for you to, like, spit your food in between, like, takes or whatever, which, that helps, even though I do feel it's kind of, you know, wasteful. But her idea, Millie's idea, was if she does do a scene like that, she'll get, like, something light, like fruits or vegetables or something, and then she's good for however long she has to do that scene, which, that's smart. And honestly, fresh fruit would do me some good. Actually, fresh fruit would do everyone a lot of good right now. We are in that time of year where, you know, produce really is more in abundance now. So that's really cool. Then, one thing she talked about too is something called the McLeod, which, I'm not gonna lie, this totally sounds like something that someone who may have been doing some things they shouldn't be doing would come up with. But it does actually look kind of feasible. Where a McLeod is, you take lettuce, right? You know, just lettuce. You know, lettuce is good for you. You know, you got fiber. You take sliced ham, you know, like what you get from like a deli. You put the ham onto the lettuce. Take a few peppers. I think it's like red bell peppers or something that are cut up. You put sriracha on that. Use the lettuce to like wrap it, and then you eat it. Which I actually do see the merits in how that's a very healthy snack. In some ways, it's kind of like a to me, it's kind of like a pseudo BLT. I mean, yeah, you have lettuce in both of them, but you know, you replace the bacon with ham, you replace the tomatoes with peppers. Fun fact, I mean, everyone knows that tomatoes are fruits, but also peppers are fruits as well. Yeah, peppers are legit fruits. A lot of people didn't know that. So, when everyone is making, you know, using peppers or something, just remember if anyone says, seriously, you could literally say you're having, like stuffed peppers, but have it be like, we're having fruit for dinner. Stuffed peppers. That totally works, actually. And, you know, sriracha, I mean, sriracha is essentially your condiment to keep things, you know, moist and flavorful. Seriously, why do people have a problem with the word moist? Why? I see no problems with that word at all. Like, trust me, there's worse sounding and worse meaningful words than moist, okay? Honestly, that's just me. Anyway, you know, it does look like a really good sandwich. They talked about that on the set of the Enola Holmes movies, you know, her character is dressed in these really stylish, really nice looking outfits, and she went over like what her favorite outfit in those movies was, and apparently there's this one red one that she really, really likes. And I mean, they show her in that red dress, and it is a pretty red dress. It is, by all accounts, it is a very pretty red dress. Where like it feels strong, masculine, but also very, you know, calming and beautiful at the same time. I love that. This is why when people say red is a power color, that's the sort of thing they're referring to. Because in the entirety of the visible light spectrum, yes, any and all color on any given day can be beautiful in their own right. But people tend to gravitate more towards red because it can invoke sort of warming presence. It's associated with, primal, urges like when caveman first invented fire, you know what I mean? And yeah, of course, there's also fire and explosions are cool. But as we all know, cool guys do not look at explosions, okay? They don't. They just act cool and walk away. Someone's gonna get that reference probably. What else is I talking about? Right, hot ones. One thing that I don't think I'd seen on Hot Ones before is they were having milkshakes, which, hey, cool. Well, maybe some milkshakes. Milkshakes are pretty cool. I have no idea what kind of. I think they were drinking it looks like they were drinking chocolate shakes, but I'm not entirely sure. What I don't think they specifically mentioned what they were. What else did they talk about that was really noteworthy? Sean Evans actually did ask how this new season of Stranger Things was labeled as the Game of Thrones season, which not entirely sure how I feel about that sort of statement. I mean, I personally never watched Game of Thrones, but I do know that it all went downhill after a while. So, fingers crossed for you Stranger Things fans. But what I'm getting at is, she was explaining why season 4 of Stranger Things earned such, a title or monocle, if you will. Or moniker, not monocle, moniker. Monocle is that, it's like glasses go with one of them. Anyway, it earned that moniker because Stranger Things season 4 took 3 years to film. 3 years. And in that time, they went to places like Lithuania, Atlanta, one other place you mentioned I can't think of right now. But you have these long, big scenes that takes, forever and a day to shoot. And again, it goes back to the food thing that they mentioned earlier, that they would want to mention later in the episode. You have long shoots that take, several hours just to do one scene, and, eventually it all adds up. And stuff like that really, it makes me have much more respect for filmmakers because, we watch, let's say an hour and a half to 2 hour movie, and we have a good time, we have fun, and we enjoy everything that we see. And we may or may not have some ideas of what's going on behind the scenes. But the main fact is, behind the scenes, some of the favorite movies and TV shows that we watch, they take a really long time to make. I mean, one of the best examples I can think of, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Wait, you mean the kids show? Yes, I mean the kids show. Literally every episode took 1 year to make altogether. And there's 61 episodes altogether. So you can do the math. I mean, here's the thing. When I say it took 1 year, I think it took, a couple people to do a month's worth job on one thing. Not literally a year, obviously. It's a process. I don't really know the complications of everything, but trust me when I say, whether it's for a kid's show or for, a live action show like Stranger Things, the filmmaking process takes a long time. And there's instances where, it's not always going to be perfect on the first try. So, you gotta be patient and keep going. That's honestly why, here's the thing. That's why if I was ever in, the filming industry, I would just be like a straight actor, in front of the camera. I don't want to be behind the camera. Unless I'm doing voiceover. Voiceover would be, the one thing I really want to do. But, yeah, I'd be in front of the camera. I mean, I'm in front of the camera right now, for God's sakes. I'm perfectly okay with it. Just give me a good script, a good director, and, I can work some magic or two. Sure. I understand the value of, again, seriously, if you're in the filmmaking industry right now and you're working on a project that's taking you, years to, do, shout out to all of you, because you totally have my respect. I mean, 3 years to film one season of Stranger Things? I mean, I really could go on and on for, how long it takes to make just one episode of a certain show. It's a long process. And I think, even if it's a show like Hot Ones, you better believe, the episodes of Hot Ones are planned a long time in advance. If they can get the people that they want to see to show up. But that's probably a topic for another day. For now, I just hope you liked, and if you liked this video, and if you did, leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on social media. And as always, I'm very humbled to make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And remember, if you guys want to talk terms, be here to learn. And always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Take care. Actually, I already said take care. See ya.